Court is back in session and calls number 332222. Case is style of state of Texas versus Cadron Paul Guillory. We have Mr. Cadron Paul Guillory via Zoom. Mr. Guillory, is that your full name?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Guillory, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Guillory, we have before us your attorney. Mr. Guillory, is that door open?
Yeah, just a little bit. You want to close all the way?
Yeah, we can't. I hear some background noise.
I can hear you.
Okay, now, Mr. Guillory, you are represented in your case by your attorney, Mr. Giles Cole. Mr. Cole, do you waive a record in Mr. Guillory's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, I have before me a document that is titled, I need another chat with this one. Okay. Oh, hold on, Mr. Guillory.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guillory, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office, and this information alleges that on or about February 21st of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespassing. Mr. Guillory, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to this charge, Mr. Guillory, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
I'm guilty.
Now, Mr. Guillory, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials, that's KG. And they're on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Mr. Guillory, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on the next page of the same document, above, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Guillory, did you also sign this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, Mr. Guillory, there's a signature below above a line that's titled Defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at the top of the same document, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guillory, did you sign a document out there that is titled Discovery Certification on paper?
Yeah, I did. I give it to you over there. Okay, not yet. No, sir, I haven't signed it yet. You said? He asked me, did I sign that document?
Yeah, did I give it to you?
Oh, am I gonna sign it?
Yeah, remember, did you sign it? You signed it when I gave it to you?
Oh, yes, yes, Your Honor. I did. I signed it.
Okay. Now,
You
Mr.
gave it to the
Guillory.
bailiff?
Yeah, I gave it to the baby. Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Guillory,
Yes, sir.
before you signed and initial all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Cole, go over these documents with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Guillory, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, state, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
State offer states one, Judge.
No
Any
objection.
objections? No objections? State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, you advising counsel, Mr. Guillory, is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand
No,
trial? Mr. Guillory, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Guillory, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I'll also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. I also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea of guilty, in this case, the state's recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 30 days. We're asking that the court give the defendant credit for any time that he's entitled to by law.
Okay, Mr. Guillory, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $332. Mr. Guillory, will you be able to pay the $332?
You mean,
Are you
you know,
able,
when I get out, like when I'm released?
no, are you able to pay it right now?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Okay, now, Mr. Guillory, I have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. It has your signature on it. We also have your financial information, that is monthly income and assets, as well as monthly expenses. Now, are these, are your expenses, or are you, well, your income and assets, are they still the same today as they are on?
No, Your Honor, I'm currently unemployed at the moment.
Okay, I'm looking on here, it says that your assets and income was 0. Is it still 0?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now your expenses, it has 0 here. Is it still 0?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Guillory, the court is going to find that you are indigent, and based on the finding of indigency, the court cost in this case is going to be waived. But that simply means you won't have to pay it because we're waiving it.
Yes, sir.
And that's pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Mr. Guillory, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Guillory, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Guillory, this will conclude your case. Please knock on that door. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Nation McMillan.
McMillan.
Okay. Okay, the court is in session in 2 cases. First case is cause number 332362, and the second case is cause number 332366. Both of these cases are styled the state of Texas versus Denisha Janae McMillan. Ms. McMillan, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Ms. McMillan, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. McMillan, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. McMillan, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. McMillan?
I'm doing okay, Mr. Holmes. Well, before we leave this court, though, I just have something to tell you, sir.
Hold on. Ms. McMillan, let me do this here. I'll let you talk to your attorney first.
Yes,